Hello, my name is Andreas and I run a webpage called Yoga for Skeptics. Today I would like to cover a bit of the yogic history. Unfortunately, I speak, my native language is Swedish, so you have to bear with me with my English. So when I started doing yoga, I had a hard time understanding why these positions had effect. Did they only have effect if I did them in a yogashala, or would they also have effect if I did them in a gym? And I was especially interested in a position called downward facing dog. What are the effects of that, and how do they know these are the effects? So, being a skeptic, I have to go back to the yogic literature. I went through Yoga Sutras, Hatha Yoga Paddeprikka, Shiva Samhita and Gerada Samhita, and nowhere to be seen was downward facing dog. So, is yoga 1,000 years old, or isn't it? Well, yes, in a way it is. It is described far back, and at least 200 our era, our time, it's described in Yoga Sutras. And no, well, the yoga positions we do today, they are from 1920s and onwards. So how does this work? Well, there are especially two guys, Pattabhi Jois, who invented Ashtanga Yoga and Iyengar. They were pupils to Krishnamacharya. And it's very well described in this book, Yoga Body by Mark Singleton. So these two guys were pupils to Krishnamacharya. Krishnamacharya had a position at Mysore. And at Mysore, he got in contact with Indian military gymnastics, who was very influenced by British military gymnastics at the time, and British military gymnastics was very influenced by Scandinavian gymnastics and Ling gymnastics. So, what are the consequences of this? Well, you cannot really, in my opinion, take the yoga positions we have today and tie them to the historic yoga. The connection of these is broken. So does that mean there's no point in doing yoga? Well, the effects are very big for me. Now, I've been doing yoga for 9 years, and now I'm stronger and healthier in my body and my mind, and I do things with my body I couldn't do when I was 20. I'm getting literally younger and younger. So if yoga is not 1,000 years old, but it has effects, what are the effects? And here's the point. If you do the connection with the yoga positions we have today to the historical yoga, then it will be hard to describe. The thing also is, then you might lose the incentive to actually look into what are the effects. Another consequence can be, well, if you do the positions and you don't feel the supposed effect, are you doing it wrong? So, as I see it, yoga works, but not necessarily the same way it's described in the old books. And this is why I created this webpage, Yoga for Skeptics. I want to explain how I see it, the effects I notice in my body, and how I structure it and describe it. And how I see it is, it will be 3 parts of this. One is the physical part, one is the part about the breathing, and one is the mental part. But that will come in later clips. To sum it up, yoga, the yoga we do know today is not ancient. It's changing all the time. It has effect, but not necessarily in the way that's normally described. And be skeptical. Be healthy skeptical. And don't believe in everything. And even not me. Thank you.